America has shocked the world. A political assassination which has sent shivers not just in the United States but across the globe, and sparking the free speech debate once again. Months after the assassination attempts on him, Donald Trump saw one of his staunchest supporters falling prey to it. Charlie Kirk, the outspoken founder of Turning Point USA and a fierce backer of President Trump, was killed during a rally at the Utah Valley University. Wearing a white T-shirt and handing out Trump's Make America Great Again caps, Kirk was shot in the neck. The visuals of that shooting have now gone viral on social media. As the news spread, leaders across political spectrum condemned the horrific act. President Donald Trump, who seemed visibly shaken, called for swift action against those who perpetrated this and blamed the Democrats for the bloodshed. He also directed the American national flag to be flown at half-mast in honor of Charlie Kirk.
To my great fellow Americans, I am filled with grief and anger at the heinous assassination of Charlie Kirk on a college campus in Utah. Charlie inspired millions, and tonight all who knew him and loved him are united in shock and horror. Charlie was a patriot who devoted his life to the cause of open debate and the country that he loved so much, the United States of America. He fought for liberty, democracy, justice, and the American people. He's a martyr for truth and freedom, and there has never been anyone who was so respected by youth. Charlie was also a man of deep, deep faith, and we take comfort in the knowledge that he is now at peace with God in heaven. Our prayers are with his wife, Erica, the two young, beloved children, and his entire family, who he loved more than anything in the world. We ask God to watch over them in this terrible hour of heartache and pain. This is a dark moment for America. Charlie Kirk traveled the nation, joyfully engaging with everyone interested in good faith debate. His mission was to bring young people into the political process, which he did better than anybody ever, to share his love of country and to spread the simple words of common sense. On campuses nationwide, he championed his ideas with courage, logic, humor, and grace. It's a long past time for all Americans and the media to confront the fact that violence and murder are the tragic consequence of demonizing those with whom you disagree day after day, year after year, in the most hateful and despicable way possible. For years, those on the radical left have compared wonderful Americans like Charlie to Nazis and the world's worst mass murderers and criminals. This kind of rhetoric is directly responsible for the terrorism that we're seeing in our country today, and it must stop right now. My administration will find each and every one of those who contributed to this atrocity and to other political violence, including the organizations that fund it and support it, as well as those who go after our judges, law enforcement officials, and everyone else who brings order to our country. From the attack on my life in Butler, Pennsylvania last year, which killed a husband and father, to the attacks on ICE agents, to the vicious murder of a healthcare executive in the streets of New York, to the shooting of House Majority Leader Steve Scalise and 3 others, radical left political violence has hurt too many innocent people and taken too many lives. Tonight, I ask all Americans to commit themselves to the American values for which Charlie Kirk lived and died, the values of free speech, citizenship, the rule of law, and the patriotic devotion and love of God. Charlie was the best of America, and the monster who attacked him was attacking our whole country. An assassin tried to silence him with a bullet, but he failed, because together we will ensure that his voice, his message, and his legacy will live on for countless generations to come.
Meanwhile, Vice President J.D. Vance, former President Barack Obama, Intelligence Chief Tulsi Gabbard, and others condemned the assassination. In fact, in a lengthy note on social media platform X, J.D. Vance recounted how his friendship with Charlie Kirk began in 2017. He went on to say that moment of kindness began a friendship that lasted until today. Moving on, UK's Prime Minister Keir Starmer, along with the Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu and several other global leaders, condemned this killing. Starmer said, and I quote, "It is heartbreaking that a young family has been robbed of a father and a husband. We must all be free to debate openly and freely without fear. There can be no justification for political violence," unquote. Now, witnesses say there was little security at this event. The shooter remains at large at the moment. While one suspect was picked up by the FBI and interrogated, he was released by the agency soon after, raising questions on the probe as well.
This is a dark day for our state. It's a tragic day for our nation. And I want to be very clear that this is a political assassination. Charlie believed in the power of free speech and debate to shape ideas and to persuade people. Historically, our university campuses in this nation and here in the state of Utah have been the place where truth and ideas are formulated and debated. And that's what he does. He comes on college campuses and he debates. That is foundational to the formation of our country, to our most basic constitutional rights. And when someone takes the life of a person because of their ideas or their ideals, then that very constitutional foundation is threatened. Now, we have a person of interest in custody. The investigation is ongoing. But I want to make it crystal clear right now, to whoever did this, we will find you. We will try you. And we will hold you accountable to the furthest extent of the law. And I just want to remind people that we still have the death penalty here in the state of Utah.
So that was, of course, earlier this morning when we were getting in reports of the investigation. But remember, viewers, this tragic shooting in the United States has come as a grim reminder of the deep ideological divisions within America, with the very core of free speech being shaken. As far as India is concerned, remember, Charlie Kirk had been critical of Indians receiving H-1B visa to work in the United States. He was also a MAGA supporter who spoke in favor of the gun culture in America. However, as the investigation unfolds, remember, U.S. faces a huge challenge of how to respond to political hatred and extremism.